I'm sure you've noticed how scary story videos are blowing up on TikTok right now. We are talking tens of millions of views, crazy engagement, and random creators you've never seen before suddenly going viral overnight. But here's what most people don't realize. TikTok is actually paying creators up to $1,000 for every million views. Think about that. One short video, barely 1 minute long, making more than what most people earn in a week. Here's the problem though. Most people fail because they don't know how to make this kind of content the right way. They don't know which AI tool to use and how to write the stories. They don't even know how to edit this video so that people do not scroll away. That is why only a handful of creators are winning big with this kind of content, and everyone is watching from the sidelines. But here's the good news. You can do the exact same thing, and no, you do not need fancy equipment, you do not need editing skills, you do not even need to show your face on the camera. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the full process step by step. You will see how to create these viral scary TikTok videos using free AI tools and super simple editing techniques that anyone can do. And every process I'm going to show you in this video is absolutely free. You do not need to pay a dime to access this. Alright, let's jump right into it. Step 1, I've already made things easy for you and I created a template that is going to help you create unlimited stories, and you can find this on the description of this video. If you want this sent to you, just type prompt and it will be sent to you. So what you need to do is open ChatGPT, and once you're in there, go back to the document and copy the first prompt. Once that is copied, head over to ChatGPT and paste it. Then go ahead to hit on enter. ChatGPT will instantly understand what the prompt is about and it is going to give you beautiful results like this. So this is a 1 minute story that you can use to make viral videos on TikTok. So what you just need to do is to read through the story carefully to see if it is something that you would want to work with. If you do not like it, just simply go over to the prompt box and type next story, and ChatGPT will generate fresh new story. All you just need to do is to just go ahead and read through them and see if this is something that you would want to go for. So I actually love this story. I feel it is scary enough and it's something that we can use for this example. If you do not like it, just go ahead and type next story, and as long as you type next story, it is going to give you more 1 minute stories that you can work with. So after you're satisfied with the kind of stories that you want, all you just need to do is to go over to the Google Docs prompt and copy the second prompt for image creation. So once you copy it, head over to ChatGPT and paste it on the prompt box. Once you hit on enter, ChatGPT will understand what you want and give you a perfect result. What this prompt said is that from this point onward, I will provide short sentences and you will turn them into a detailed illustrated cartoon horror prompt with bold outline and exaggerated expressions. So once this is in, this is the kind of result that we got. ChatGPT told us that it understood this prompt and I can go ahead with giving it my short sentences. So what you're going to do is to go ahead and copy the exact story that you would want to go for, and then go ahead to paste it on your notes or on your MS Word like I'm doing right now. Go ahead to remove the timestamp and title so that only the stories remain. Once that is done, copy a small portion of the story text and paste it into ChatGPT. And ChatGPT will convert that part of the story into an image prompt. So go ahead to copy different parts of the story and paste it into the ChatGPT prompt box to generate different scenes for you. As you can see, I've now converted each scene into a scary cartoon style image prompts that we can use to generate images for our stories. So let's go ahead to the next part. Step number 2, head over to your browser and search for Leonardo AI. Once you're in here, just click on Get Started. You'll be asked to register. Once you register, it is going to take you to an interface that looks like this. Leonardo AI will give you 150 credit for free that you can use to generate as many images as you want. Once you exhaust this credit, you can come back the next day to generate more images or just log in with another email to have access to this credit and generate as much as you want. So once you're here, head over to this image and it will take you to this interface. Now you have to come over to this part that has the image dimension to set your image dimension to 9 by 16, which is the correct size for our shots. You're going to go over here TikTok 9 by 16 and then click on it. Once that is set, go over to ChatGPT and copy the first prompt. Head over to Leonardo AI and paste it on this prompt box. Once you paste it, hit on generate, and in a few seconds it is going to start generating 4 different versions of your image for your story. After it is done generating, this is what it looks like. So you can just go through them and pick whichever one you want or whichever one you would want to go for. So what you're going to do is to go over to ChatGPT and copy the second prompt and do the same thing in here. So here are the different images that I created. You can see how scary they look. So you can just go ahead to create as much as you want in here. Step 3 is in creating the voiceovers for our story, and to do this, head over to your browser and type .ai and go ahead to click on this first link. Once you click on it, go ahead to sign up for free. So once you're in here, you're going to see different things here. You're going to see the AI avatar, the AI voice, instant AI cloning, and so on and so forth. But we're going to focus on the AI voiceover, which will help us translate our story into amazing voiceover. So go ahead and click on it. So once you're here, you're going to see a prompt box where you can put in your script to do your voiceover. So what you're gonna do is to head over to your notes or your Google Docs or wherever it is that you saved your script and copy the entire script. Take it over to this part and paste your script. Once you're done, come over to this part that has more voiceover and click on it. Once you click on it, you can go ahead to select whatever voiceover that you would want to go with. You can just go ahead to preview it, hear what it sounds like, and then you can decide to go for it. Over here at accent, you can choose whatever accent you want it to have. And then you can come over to this part to choose how we want the content to sound like. So I'm just going to go over with scary content because that's what we are going for. So once you click on it, you go over to make sure your voiceover is fake. So let's go with this voice. Once you've clicked on it, scroll down below and click on select. And this will be the voice that would be used on your voiceover. You can decide to increase or reduce the speed depending on what you want to work on. You can also increase or reduce the pitch depending on how you want it to be. Okay, so also know that it supports 32 languages. So this is something that you can try out if you want to focus on a different audience. Once you've made your selection, head over to export and click on export. Click MP3 as the format you would want to use to export and go ahead to start exporting your voiceover. So head over to CapCut and upload every image that you have created, including the voiceover that we created on Dub. This is the voiceover over here. So what you're going to do is to drag the voiceover onto the timeline. Once it's on the timeline, the next thing you would need to do is to put in this image according to the voiceover. So after you're done placing them all you just need to do is to go ahead to add transitions. So there are a lot of transitions over here. That you can pick from. This would give your video a smooth effect. So go ahead and pick those transitions and add them in between each images. So the next thing we're going to be adding is effect. Once you come over to this effect, you can try out a lot of effects to see which one works for you. But I'm going to be simply going with this shake effect. So you can come over to each image and add up the shake effect.
In 1994, residents of a quiet
So once you're done, you can go ahead and add up whatever effect. Try out different effects and see which one works for you, and then you add it up on your videos. Once you're done, you have your video ready. So this is basically how you can create this kind of scary video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you'll be trying it out. If you have any questions, do well to ask and I'll do well to respond. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.